Look, I'm gonna need cold and flu season to step the fuck back at least 6 feet. We are making our own elderberry syrup today. Elderberries are loaded with antioxidants and B vitamins. They grow along creeks and rivers in these giant shrubs with opposing leaves and beautiful red berries. But please, please do your own research if you plan to forage any wild plants. Dried elderberries can also be used in this recipe, so be sure to check some local or online organic herb shops if you do not have access to fresh elderberries. At this point, I've just picked them off the stems and I'm giving them a good wash in a colander. Now I'm going to add 1 full cup as well as 1/3 cup of elderberries to a saucepan. Now we're just going to throw in a few more healing spices. I'm using galangal. It's a Thai ginger. You can use regular ginger as well as a few cinnamon sticks. I also added in some clove, a few peppercorns, and a couple of cardamom pods. We are gonna cover this beauty up with some water. I used about 3 cups of water here. Set it on the stove to simmer for about an hour to an hour and a half. It's important to note that the stems, leaves, and roots of elderberry are all toxic, so removing as much of the stem as possible is really crucial. If you have some little floaters in your mixture like this, you should be a-okay. Now that this thing is thingin', I'm gonna smash some of the berries with the back of my ladle before putting it in a cheesecloth to drain off that beautiful red liquid. Now that Shorty's been hanging out for a little bit and has had time to cool down, we are just gonna squeeze the excess juices and spices out of our cheesecloth here into a bowl. I could have just used 1 bowl for this, so I'm being redundant here. Now that the blood of Christ has made it into my vessel, I am taking some raw honey to mix in. It's still a little bit warm, not warm enough to cook my honey, but warm enough to help it dissolve into the mixture. Give her a good stir to incorporate all of that honey until it's a nice syrupy anthocyanin potion of vitality, baby. It's time to bottle her up in a clean and dried bottle. Guys, this will keep in your fridge for a really long time, even up to a year. I can never make mine last that long. It's perfect to add to teas to give you just that immune boost that we all need this time of year as we move into cooler months. But if you do not have access to elderberry, worry not. I do have some small locally foraged batches available in my online shop.